Investment advisory services are offered through Fusion Capital Management, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The firm only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. SEC registration is not an endorsement of the firm by the Commission and does not mean that the advisor has attained a specific level of skill or ability.
Welcome to Navigating Retirement with Rick Durkee.
Hey, thank you for joining us for part 2 of our 5-part segment on navigating retirement of understanding annuities. But before we get started today, I'd like to remind you to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share this episode and past episodes of Navigating Retirement. Hey, a lot of information flown at you last segment on understanding annuities here on Navigating Retirement. You know, a lot of people come to us at the Coastal Financial Planning Group, or you hear this on the street from somebody when somebody says, hey, I'm looking at, doing my retirement plan and I'm trying to make a decision if I should have an annuity involved in this. Well, a lot of the responses that we hear are annuities are just so darn complicated. I just threw my hands up and I said, you know what, let's just do it simple. Let's just do it like I had in my 401k. Let's just invest this money and let's make sure that we withdraw it out at a certain rate and always make sure that it doesn't run out before we do, right? Because that's our number one concern in retirement, that our assets will last long enough and we don't run out of money in retirement. But annuities really aren't that complicated if we break it down. And there are some moving parts. There are different types of annuities that we talked about in segment 1. Replay segment 1 if you missed segment 1 and you want to know more about the different types of annuities. But really, when you boil it down, the insurance company is trying to create some type of a guaranteed or structured income payment for you sometime during your retirement lifetime. Doesn't mean that you have to use annuities for income. There are sometimes deferred annuities that might just last a lifetime and then also be passed on to beneficiaries in different circumstances. But for all annuities, you're going to have a period of time that the insurance company, if you want to come out of that annuity fully or more than your free withdrawal privilege allows, you're going to have surrender charges. Now, these are guarantees to the insurance company that if you do come out earlier than your commitment, it might be 3 years, 5 years, some 10 years, some even longer. I've seen them go as long as 16 years with these surrender penalties. But if you come out early with more than your free withdrawal privilege, you're going to pay a surrender penalty. But here's something that most people don't understand about annuities. What if you pulled out of that annuity and the market was down and your surrender penalty was 5%, but the market had gone down 10%? Wow, you just saved money, didn't you? Because if you were an investment and you had to get the money out and the market had turned down, you would pay that 10% penalty because the market had gone down. You needed your money, right? So surrender penalties may not be that bad. So if we look at this as a comparison of other financial vehicles, annuities offer certain areas of protection that we might want to have in our retirement income plan. Hey, look, annuities do provide that principal protection that I mentioned earlier. And here's why that's so important. We all hate losing money, don't we? When we invest, we hate it when markets go down. It really hurts when the markets go down when we're drawing income out of that pool of money. And we know that we're surrendering shares of the investment or even the annuity at different prices as the market goes down. Annuities versus the investment, though, have a form of guarantee built into them that if the market goes down, your income payment won't be subjected to that market down. Whereas investments, you would have to make the decision of, hey, if I take money out of this investment right now, I might have to surrender 2 shares of my investment where I normally would only have to take out 1 to live on. And that could cost me dearly in the future as far as how long my money will last in retirement. So we need to look at the benefits of annuities, and we need to have a plan in place so that we know when we can take this money out, for how long we can take it in place and take it out, And this is called your retirement income plan. I want to make a quick offer to everyone. If you don't have a written retirement income plan, you need to contact us today. Written retirement income plans are the basis for any decision as to what type of financial products you should use. Now, why do we feel so strongly that annuities are such a good tool for people to use in retirement? Let's look at the wealthiest generation, our senior population. At the Coastal Financial Planning Group, it's our aging population. It's people that we put into retirement income plans 20 years ago, and now they're in their 80s, their 90s, and they have annuities structuring their income inside of them. And they also complement some pensions and Social Security payments, which are other forms of guaranteed income. But what they did was they did a retirement income plan with us, and we worked it out so that their expenses were covered by their income coming from Social Security, pensions, and also these private annuity payments that we set up for them. This is a theory called income allocation. We look at what we need for income, and then we look at what's left over, and we say, all right, we'll create these income streams for you, and then whatever's left over, we'll invest in the market, and you can use that for your trip around the world, college educations for grandchildren, maybe future inflation or taxes where we have to add more money into our income side. This is really important that we talk about this from a standpoint of learning from our senior population. They're the wealthiest generation because they had plenty of income going through their retirement, and they had less stress because they didn't have to worry about how much income they needed to take out of their portfolio to make sure it didn't run out before they did. Now, is an annuity right for you? I don't know. Everybody's situation is individual. It's personalized. You have different needs and wants and when you're going to use your money for income streams in retirement, and you have different expenses than anyone else does. So you have different sources for income, you have different expenses, you have different objectives as far as, do you want to spend all your money down in your lifetime? Do you want to protect for a spouse? Do you want to protect for your children or grandchildren so that they can have some money maybe while you're still living? Or do you want to pass on a legacy? All these things are very important for you to go through this decision-making process as to whether or not an annuity and protecting your income may be right for you. But no matter what, you do want to make sure that you have reliable retirement income streams in retirement. I call them paychecks. You worked hard and you got paychecks during your working years. Now it's time to get your paychecks from your different sources of guaranteed, reliable sources of income in retirement. So the question I asked earlier, I want to go back to that. Is an annuity right for you? Well, do you want reliable retirement income? Do you want an opportunity to maintain purchasing power against inflation? Do you want principal protection? These are three key areas that an annuity will provide that surety for you and that safety for you. Hey, let's get to the bottom line here. Annuities are written by life insurance companies, insurance companies. Insurance companies have been around for centuries to be able to provide protection. Here's what an annuity does. It provides your retirement income protection. So let's defer some additional information to our next episode, episode 3, in Understanding Annuities here on Navigating Retirement. Look forward to having you back.
Catch more of Rick Durkee and Navigating Retirement by visiting cfpgroup.biz.
While we believe the information in this broadcast is reliable, we cannot guarantee its accuracy. Opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and are not intended as investment advice or solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Please consult your financial professional before making any investment decisions. Investment advisory services are offered through Fusion Capital Management, an SEC-registered investment advisor. SEC registration is not an endorsement of the firm by the Commission and does not mean that the advisor has attained a specific level of skill or ability. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.
Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services. Advisory clients are charged a fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Third-party rankings and recognition from rating services and publications do not guarantee future investment success. Working with a highly rated advisor also does not ensure that a client or prospect will experience a higher level of performance. These ratings should not be viewed as an endorsement of the advisor by any client and do not represent any specific client's evaluation. Generally, ratings, rankings, and recognition are based on information provided by the advisor. Please contact the advisor for more information regarding how these rankings and ratings were formulated.
Thank you for joining us for Navigating Retirement today. If you found today's information valuable or useful, then certainly visit our website at cfpgroup.biz. We have a video series, a class that we created online for you called Rethink Retirement. This class has 8 different modules on retirement planning. If you'd like to watch it in the comfort of your own home, this is a valuable resource. cfpgroup.biz, find Rethink Retirement and register for that class on cfpgroup.biz. Thank you.